Go now fellas, here we go. I've just found something I haven't tried and something new. This is the Drowned Man IPA. There's going to be a lot of them this summer. It's getting hot already. And it's the Sailor's Grave Brewing. Well, who's going fishing? Who wants to come with me with these? We'll take a couple of dozen of those for the day. How good's that? I don't think my mate would be too rapt if I took them on a fishing trip. If I took a banana, he wouldn't be happy. No one's happy taking bananas on board. But what about the Drowned Man? It says it's a session ale. A session. So you got to have a session with them. You got to have fucking 100 of them. I don't know. I'm going to have one and see if it's worth having 100. Alright, we've had a pretty warm day today, not too ridiculous, but it's coming up to a few big hot Christmas day. Cheers fellas, I've given that an ice cream, haven't I? It's got a little bit of flavour. It's a little bit unusual, almost like a bit of smoke in there. Don't be fucking smart cunts. You know it might be blowing back. Anyway, no. Shouldn't say that. Sailor's Grave Brewing. Everyone's on edge here. It's Christmas, mate. It's probably the worst time of the year until Christmas Day. The 2 weeks before, everyone's driving like fucking maniacs out there. Me included too. Sometimes you just lose it. You know, people are doing stupid things. Anyway, we'll move away from that. Sailor's Grave Brewing. This is the Drowned Man IPA 4 point... Is that only 4.5%? No, 4.8. Sort of, you know... It's got a bit more flavour than a lager, I can tell you that. But it's, you know, it's not jumping out of the ground because it's only 4.8, I reckon. And some sort of smoky flavour there. I don't know what that's coming from. I don't think they tell you what hops. Probably don't want to know. Oh, it tastes alright. Easy drinker. It's from Orbost, Victoria. Good water up that way, but I'll tell you, it'd be a lot better if they sold it at 6.5%. Maybe give it a bit of late hopping and kicked it in the guts and give it a real beer, you know? That's just sort of just touching on a real beer. Interesting. Not my favourite, and I'm not getting a slope to take fishing or sailing. I've only sailed twice. Most of the times I've been in a boat without an engine. Once I jumped on a catamaran. That was interesting. We were in a race. And we're coming about 6th out of 20. And we're cutting up the field. The two of us with the big, huge storm. So we had this huge wind blowing us, and we're upright, you know, and we were laying right back, just holding it on the edge. And yeah, big gusts hit us the same time as we hit a wave, and somehow we lost it. Went fucking flying, I tell you. It was amazing. Yeah, we come about 12th. Yeah, it took us a while to get going again, and we didn't do too well. Once the sail was wet and all the rest of it, we were wet. And yeah, lost our momentum, but we had a chance there for a minute. That's what it's all about. Put it on the edge, fellas. Have a go. Doesn't come off. Who gives a fuck? If it comes off, you're the champion for, you know, your own lunchtime or 5 minutes or whatever it is. Get it up, yeah. Alright, well, I'm here. Just having a beer. Last 2.5 weeks at this joint. We'll be moving. You're sick of me saying that every day I fucking get on the video. Yeah, well, I'm getting sick of being here. Every day things are dying now. The sun, we haven't had much rain. Still green out the back because I hit it with the hose quite a bit, but fuck out the front. Ooh, you know, big maple trees looking a bit sick and everything. I've got to probably put a sheet on them over the next few days and water them up and look after them for the new owner. Everything else is sort of hanging in there. And travel story. Well, we could talk about Orbost. I've only driven through the joint, so there's no real story from up that way. But close to Orbost was the most amount of gold pulled out of the ground, you know, per tonnage. So they're pulling out, you know, the rock, and then they were crushing it up, and they'd get more gold there than anywhere else in Victoria. And it was interesting to read that they pulled the most out of around Melbourne, just sort of Templestowe way, where it's really deep. They got the real steep little hill, yeah, sort of mountain. It's a little hill thing, and it's really steep. And yeah, down there in the creek, they found shitloads of gold. So I think I talked about it once before. I wouldn't mind buying one of those properties next to the creek and just do a bit of silent fucking digging at night. You know, get a team of fucking workers, a few Aussie hard workers, there's plenty of them, and set them to the task. Anyway, it's probably more chance of getting gold there than anything, but I wouldn't mind going after the treasures. They reckon they're finding all these treasures now using all the mapping and stuff and the satellites and whatever, and they're finding some grouse things. It's going to be good. I'm going to have to shut up. I'm rambling. Take it easy, fellas. Cheers.